Hello. Ah, what a lovely evening it is. Yeah, here it is. This is just a short video that I thought about because living in England and you talk about archery, and I do come across people who, who want to talk about archery quite a lot, and one of the first things that gets said to me in England, and this tends to be in England, is I've got a longbow. Okay. And there's not much to and it's you, and the look they give you when they tell you got a longbow is you've got to sort of like look at them and sort of go, oh wow, ooh, you've got a longbow. But this video is called An Ode to the Short Bow, and I want to just quickly say thank you to Shad from Shadiversity the other day when he did this pretty nice, funny video about what's the best medieval weapons to defend a castle with. And he did the longbow, and he said, you can shoot the longbow from things, so it's not a bad weapon to shoot with. And I was thinking, well, nah, when he said it, I think it's probably not my weapon of choice to defend a castle with. And then he went into the crossbow and how marvellous the crossbow was. Yes, for defending a castle, the crossbow is great. But I was very, very pleased to see later on he said the short bow. The short bow was possibly the best weapon to defend a castle. And I thought about it, and he must have heard the saying that an Englishman's home is his castle. So, and so the short bow is the best weapon for defending a castle. He basically said it was about the best weapon there was. Basically, it had it over the crossbow because it was just as manoeuvrable as a crossbow. But the thing about it is the rate of shooting off a crossbow, off a short bow, is a lot faster. You probably shoot 3-4 times quicker off a short bow than you can off of a crossbow, and that's just down to a lot of things. But it would probably be, you could probably get to 3 to 4 times faster, depending on the crossbow, depending on the archer, depending on so many variables. But if you were to sort of like give it an estimate, 2 to 3 times at minimum. Yeah, and a really good archer could probably do 4 times as fast. Now, short bows in Britain and England, they're just overlooked all the time because of the history of the longbow. But if you're English, as I said, an Englishman's home is his castle, and for a bit of domestic self-defense, a short bow is possibly a useful implement. That's not to say that I don't have. I think I've got 4 crossbows actually. I've got a repeating crossbow. I've got a quite a heavy poundage, about 240-pound modern compound crossbow. That's really quite powerful. And I've got some small little pistol crossbows as well. Now the thing about they are quite powerful actually. I have supercharged them, so to speak, and they're very, very powerful things. And one of the things is like, if you've got a powerful crossbow and you're shooting bolts, it's an expensive hobby, really. you know, you can shoot, get the sights in, get them everything in that, but you don't have to go through because the bolts go in so deep into the mats and everything like that. Like, and if you hit anything hard with them, they're buggered. They're completely buggered. And but they're good fun, and they're good for shooting and possibly for domestic self-defense. Yes, defending your castle. Yeah, but so is a short bow in one respect. A short bow is probably a very good way, useful thing to have around for domestic self-defense. Anyway, so there are a lot of things. So if you're thinking about getting into archery and everything like that, and the tendency is, I want a longbow, I want a yew or an ash longbow. Um, Yes, I had an ash longbow. Um, Lovely, lovely, lovely. But as I've got older, I think the because one of the fallacy is the short bows aren't as powerful as a longbow. Longbows are more powerful. That is a fallacy, actually, to be quite honest, because you can have just as powerful short bows as you've got longbows. And I've got short bows that are up to £90, which is no point me having any more of that because I can barely pull the £90. Right, okay, end up with bloody sore shoulders and things like that. Like, yeah, this particular one here is £65. Nice, good pull. Um, that's good for thing. And the good thing about shooting a short bow is you can shoot on a shorter range. It's a lot, I mean, shooting a long bow on a really short range is it just feels a bit daft, really. But you can shoot these short bows over shorter ranges, like, yeah, and still have just as much fun with them. Yeah. And so you can shoot on a shorter range. So you can shoot in your garden. You can shoot things like that, and they're they're just as powerful. They're as powerful or as weak as you want them to be. Right. This is a homemade one. I've you see several videos of me about the ones that I've made, and these shoot for me. These shoot as well as anything that I've bought commercially or anything like that. So if you are thinking that, do not forget the short bow and enjoy it. Okay, because it's a really nice, lovely thing to shoot. What's you missed? There you go, missed. Short bow.